I think one of the biggest mistakes people make with dogs is not considering the gap between the dogs they're getting. In other words, the age gap. Recently, you guys know I lost 3 amazing dogs in 5 months. Goofy, Maya, and Jimmy. 3 of the best dogs that I've ever known in my life, gone. Now, they were all in that 14-year bracket. And if you're lucky, you get 10, 12, 14 years with your dogs. I mean, if you're extremely lucky, you get 14. And I was lucky, Janet and I were lucky with our dogs. Amazing lives, great health. Goofy pulled through a lot of things. Jimmy pulled through a lot of things. But here's the thing. For the last 2 months, Maya wasn't walking. I was carrying her everywhere. That means getting up middle of the night, 2-3 times a night, to go to the bathroom, to get her out, to move her, to clean her, and all that. Goofy was having a hard time with eating and not really, not really able to take care of himself as well. Jimmy, the last few days, was having a hard time, but intermittently had a lot of problems. Here's the thing. If you have dogs that are the same age, they're going to start to decline usually around the same level. So you'll end up with having to care for multiple older dogs. I'm not saying that it's not beneficial. I mean, I wouldn't change anything, from what I had, but you're setting yourself up for the ultimate heartbreak. And I went through it. Now, we're all going to have the ultimate heartbreak when our dogs pass. It's the worst thing. But to lose 3 dogs in 5 months has been so hard. And I just would like to warn you guys to think about that. Now, behaviorally, I always tell you, don't get littermates, don't get dogs of the same age, because I think you set yourself up for a failure and a behavioral disaster, because they bond more to each other than to you. They're harder to train, harder to bond with, and all that. But getting dogs within a couple of years age of each other, a year or so age of each other, is not a real good idea. So those of you who ask my advice, I'm going to give it to you right here. And those of you who don't, you might want to hear it anyway. Let yourself have 3 to 5 years between the age of your dogs. So Shmuley now is just under a year old. I wouldn't consider another dog till he's 3 to 5 years old, because I know I want to train him, I want to bond with him, I want to give him really great life experiences with me. I want him to have a lot of fun, but also to benefit from this bond that we have, and to prevent myself from this ultimate heartache of having to care for 3, 4, 2, whatever it is, dogs the same age declining at the same level. It was one of the hardest things I've ever been through in my entire life. I lost my mom and 3 dogs in the matter of 6 months, and I don't wish that on anyone. So think about it when you get your dogs. Look at the age gap, and I hope that gives you a little bit of insight and makes your life a little bit better.